here at Ranger, and this is Jen Cushman who's gathering our stuff. She's actually the education director of Ice Resin, and I am the developer of Ice Resin. I formulated this this product in 2006. I'll talk just a little bit about my background as it relates to Ice Resin. So I went to art school. I studied a lot about talisman. I started working with sticks and just a lot of pieces like that as an artist. I worked commercially. I did a line of jewelry years ago for Bendel's and Barney's and Nordstrom. I had and museum stores. I did a line for. I've done with Ice Resin. I've done museum exhibits at the Smithsonian and the Renwick. So for me, because I worked high-end before, I moved into education now. I love education. I love being around people. I love what I do. I still do some of that now, but with Ice Resin, because I did big pieces, sterling silver pieces of jewelry, I have always had pieces that come back to me to be repaired. So I thought, if I'm going to start using resin on my pieces, I better do something really cool that's going to last my lifetime, so I can be out of here when they need a repair. I spent so much time repairing. So I really worked hard on I wanted crystal clear. I wanted a jeweler's grade. I wanted to be able to put anything into this work that I wanted to. In my head, I was envisioning this transparency with images underneath, really popping. So with this product, I've had like 10 years of developing ideas. With Ice Resin, you will never run out of ideas to present to your people who buy from you. That's what Jen.
I promise you, we will never run out of ideas for you to present to your people. So
Jen actually has a design team. She runs a design team anywhere from jewelry to mixed media. Today, I'm talking a lot about jewelry. But this product, really is components. I just call my components jewelry, but these can be really moved into the mixed media world, yeah. And this actually is, so Jen, we have mixed media design team, we have jewelry design team, and this is the resin paper. This is my journal work. I do lines of jewelry, but I also have done a line of mixed media. And this is actually the resin paper. I put some feathers on here with foils in the back. The resin paper on tissue or rice paper is absolutely super duper transparent. So, this is just on a plain rice paper, or this might be a tissue. So I really like using these and layering. Here, this is the brown tissues. For me, it's like I'm tearing it, but you can see right through the ends. Transparencies on the top. So that's kind of the rice paper, the paper this way. I brought the paper into, I brought it into a lot of different ways. Oh, here's the piece I'm looking for. This is on the bezels that I have here. This is a paper, so I'm just actually taking resin paper and creating hollow forms with this. So, there's movement in there. I'm putting my glitters. Because for me, my work originally that I was talking about that I did at the museum exhibits, I put talisman in there. So if I'm out at a beach and I love where I'm at and I want to remember, maybe I put my sand in here. Maybe I put a little bit of shells in here, and then I'd cover it with resin. Maybe I put a photograph of my buddy that I'm with,
It's mixed media memory keeping
right,
in a way.
Right.
It really is. But it's a way that it's much more subtle because it's so personal to you.
Yes, so it's really making personal pieces, and then I'd cover it with resin paper. I could stamp, I could write. I did a whole series with the resin paper where I just wrote all these notes and then ripped them and covered them. So for me, they were my personal talisman that I carried with me. So that was, some of the stuff we do there. This is actually kind of fun. I did this I taught a class Friday night. I use these girls, I use their stamps. I love their stamps. You just stamp on, you heat set it, and you can pour ice resin over this. This is the feathers. I used my tints in the line with this. So we did this in the classroom, and I wanted to see if everyone could build this. So they actually built this whole piece, leather and all, without tools. So I really came in with wire prepared. You know, I like using different ideas of how can you, if we had mixed media people coming in and working with jewelry now, and they don't want to go out and buy all these tools, how could we get started? So I was like, I want to really see if we can put this together without our tools. So we slipped wire through, we put things together, and we built this in our class. So it was pretty fun.
Do you need archival ink?
Yes.
You do, yes.
The Ranger archival ink, and you heat
for the
set it.
stamps, yeah. So part of the line that I'm doing here, there's a couple of pieces I want to show you. So we came in, you know, with the resin, with the glitters and things like that. I am so excited about what we went on to with Ranger. It was the foils. When I saw the foils, I was like, we have to have these foils. You know, it really pops your, it's something I was thinking of for quite some time. So it really pops your resin work. You can do really flat work that work well on mixed media like this, you know, with the foils in the background. It brings anything out. What this resin does, if you put a piece of paper with words in, it magnifies and brings things out brighter. This is the casting and the tints. You know, this is my type of work. Here's the foils on here. This is casting and tints. This is just the type of stuff that I like to do with urban type of raw objects. So this is the ice resin. It's not glass. I like doing a lot of pieces that are lighter. I work with hardware, I work with things, crystals, and really when I cast them and use tints and bring it into resin, your piece is so much lighter.